Normally, I try not to beat up on 87-year-old retired senior citizens.
I am a senior citizen.
But today we're talking about Sheriff Joe Arpaio, former sheriff for Maricopa County in Arizona. Sheriff Joe was elected 6 times in the state of Arizona, serving for 24 years, and during that time he did a lot of weird stuff. A lot of it goofy, some of it pretty awful. Today in this video of Watching the Watchers, we're going to be talking about 5 of Sheriff Joe's greatest hits. Number 1 is nutraloaf. Nutraloaf was something that Sheriff Joe served to his inmates throughout his jails and in Tent City. I don't really know exactly what it is. It is food allegedly made from other foods. In this clip, here's Sheriff Joe actually trying nutraloaf.
I don't see any worm in there, but it's hard to tell. But this, quite frankly, I don't think I'd eat this. I will eat the regular jail food, but I tried this one time, and it, but it still has all the ingredients. And the federal judge ruled Friday that this is okay. It's not unconstitutional.
What's in there? Oh, open it up.
Well, if you like to taste it.
Sure.
And
I'll only eat it after the sheriff does.
Huh?
I'll only eat it after the sheriff does.
I'll do it again.
So bad that even Sheriff Joe, America's toughest sheriff, couldn't stomach a bite. Yet, he thought this was okay to feed to people in custody all around Arizona. Number 2, Birther Joe. Sheriff Joe dives into the Obama birth certificate issue, spends a lot of time and a lot of resources that could have been used elsewhere to disprove Obama's birth certificate.
As we suspect, it is a fraudulent document. My original intent was to clear the President of the United States. But the investigation initiated by our cold case posse found far too many problems on the birth certificate.
Having successfully invalidated all of Obama's 8 years in office, now Sheriff Joe can turn to the important issues. Tent City. Where do we house people in custody in Arizona? Sheriff Joe set up tents and kept people outside. He called them his own little concentration camps.
Sheriff Joe, I was just wondering, since illegals keep re-entering, you can drop them off and they keep coming back in, are you or do you plan on using some of these concentration camps to hold them because they keep re-entering and killing us?
Well, Sheriff Joe,
I already have it.
My dad told me that if I didn't improve at school, he was going to send me to a concentration camp. And I got my concentration real quick.
I already have a concentration camp.
Andy, you going to cover me on his too? It's called Tent City.
After Sheriff Joe solved the inmate housing problem, which didn't exist, he was able to turn his attention to much more important substantive judicial and law enforcement policies, things like pink underwear.
I can get elected on pink underwear. I don't need the illegal immigration to get reelected. Believe me, I don't need that. I've done it 5 times. As far as the pink underwear, I guess I'll go down in history. They'll remember me. Usually they forget you in the first hour, but they'll remember me for 24 hours because of the pink underwear. They hate pink, at least in this county. So you never give them anything they like. So if they don't like pink, that's why they have pink.
With a legacy of nutraloaf, birth certificate investigations, concentration camps, pink underwear, pink handcuffs, costing the taxpayers over $140 million in legal settlements, building a system of racial profiling all across Arizona, Sheriff Joe thought, I'm going to run for Senate.
Everybody has a right to run for office. The Democratic Party have their right to hate me, which they do, emanating 8 years ago from our former president, the ACLU, some news media. I'm not going to get into the court system right now. So I do have some people that don't like me, but that's okay. They can line up their firing squad, but one thing they have to understand, I'm bulletproof. So we'll see what happens.
Fortunately, we will never see Sheriff Joe on the floor of the Senate. And when it comes time to voting for Maricopa County Sheriff, make sure we tell Sheriff Joe there are no vacancies.
I have always said I would never put a no vacancy sign up on these jails, but I never said that I would not put a vacancy sign. The reason that vacancy sign, it sends a message that we will always have room.